of Galera Cardia. Hello everybody and welcome to listeners throughout the world to Croke Park on this occasion of the All-Ireland Senior Hurling Final, and here in fact do come Cork out on the field. Kilkenny were out some moments ago, Cork out on the field now. Cork with their one late change, Dennis O'Riordan off and Mick Waters on at centre field. Cork coming out on the field, Paddy Fitzgerald and Finbar O'Neill, some of the subs coming out with them as well. Tony Connolly going along there, and out there too I see many stars of the past. The sun beaming down on a huge record crowd here, and for those of you who have just joined us, the result of the minor game: Cork 6 goals and 7 points, Wexford 6 goals and 7 points. A really thrilling game. And there, out in the centre of the field, the Cork men tipping the ball around. Shawnee Barry, number 10 on his back, a man who has scored no less than 3 goals and 19 points for Cork in the championship this year. And little Charlie McCarthy out there alongside him. Charlie, number 13, and he's only 20 years of age. He's 5'7", the smallest man on the Cork team, and he weighs 10 stone, 10 pounds. And he scored, well, something close to 3 goals in the championships and has been a very valuable member of the Cork team. The Cork team out in the field, Jim Regan, a star of bygone days, who's one of the chief mentors of this present team, out in the midst of all the red jerseys here. And as I say, the sun beaming down gloriously on the huge crowd. The All-Ireland Hurling Final of 1966. What memories? Yes, indeed. Kilkenny have played in 30 All-Ireland finals, they've won 15. Cork have played in 30 All-Ireland finals. No other counties have played in as many All-Ireland finals as Kilkenny and Cork, 30 each. And Kilkenny have won 15 of them, Cork have won 19. And now, down in under, I notice the arrival of His Eminence Cardinal Conway. The Artane Boys Band out in the centre of the field as His Eminence is greeted by Taoiseach. The Artane Boys Band about to play Dócha Swing Naomh Fáilte. And the team still tipping the ball around outside in the centre of the field. A very bright sun will be shining into the eyes of the team that will defend in our left, the railway end. And a very strong breeze will play behind the team that will play from the canal end towards the railway end in the first half. And it is a really, really strong breeze. You can get an idea of the strength of the breeze because at half-time in the minor game, Wexford, playing with the wind, led 4-6 to Cork's 2-3. And then Cork took over in the second half, and then came a great-hearted Wexford rally to come back and force a draw, 6-7 each. But the wind really dictated the supremacy of the teams. And the team still tucking around out in the centre of the field. And we today have been joined, we're very glad to say, by Radio Éireann listeners, by listeners to Radio Brazzaville throughout the world, and also by listeners in New York, Boston, San Francisco, Washington, Chicago, Los Angeles, and Toronto. And we send our greetings to them, to listeners wherever they may be. Agus Anish, Uachtaráin na hÉireann, President De Valera, arriving now on the Hogan stand. Being escorted down by the Secretary of the Gaelic Athletic Association, Mr. Sean O'Sheacón, and by the President of the Association, Alf Murray. And standing alongside is Archbishop Morris of Cashel and Emly. And as the President arrives, the presidential salute. our Tain Boys band, who have been formed up just down in front of us, march down to in front of a special section in the stand today, Section R, because this in 1966 is the 50th anniversary of the rising of 1916. And as the guests of the Central Council of the Gaelic Athletic Association today, in Section R are a group of some 500 survivors and or their relatives. And now, President Alf Murray of the Gaelic Athletic Association greets these survivors.
Is ócáid specialte agoni, lá an chlichi chani shomana. A his ócáid le eniu mar tá a lachar aginne ardani ogan. A will fáca de lechrí na casca. Agus war sunna lig churam fearcín fáilte rompa. A harje the day of the All-Ireland hurling final is always a special occasion, but today it is particularly so because we have with us on the Hogan stand the most of the survivors of that Easter week of 50 years ago, the men and women who realized that sacrifice of theirs was called for, that this nation of ours should live. And I ask all of you to stand in tribute to them while the band renders them the salute with Pierce's Oro She de Vahawela. Perhaps you will join in the singing.
Down there amongst the survivors, I was very pleased today to see many familiar faces. And if I mention just one, Stephen Jordan from Athenry, who has had the distinction of refereeing at least 2 All-Ireland finals, of refereeing 2, the first ever Railway Cup final here way back in the late 1920s. Now over 80 years of age, but now in Croke Park for this hurling final of 1966. And so the bands parade now, prepare to parade over towards the far side of the field for the grand parade of the teams in this All-Ireland final of 1966. And as they do, let's have a look and let's hear too how these teams will line up. First of all, Cork. In goal, Paddy Barry of St. Vincent's. Number 2 at right full back is Peter Doolan of St. Finbarrs. Number 3 is Tom O'Donoghue of Sarsfields. And left back, number 4, is Dennis Murphy of St. Finbarrs. Right half back, number 5, Tony Connolly of St. Finbarrs. And then in the centre now at number 9, replacing Dennis O'Sullivan, or Dennis O'Riordan, is Jerry O'Sullivan of Glen Rovers, the captain of the team. And number 7 is Pat Fitzgerald of Middleton. Centre field, number 8, Justin McCarthy of Passage West. And partnering him now is Mick Waters, who will have number 18 on his back. The half-forward line on the right, number 10, Sean Barry of University College Cork. In the centre, number 11, John O'Halloran of University College Cork. And on the left, number 12, Jerry McCarthy of St. Finbarrs. and he is number 12. On top of the right, number 13, Charlie McCarthy of St. Finbarrs. Full forward, number 13, Colin Sheehan of Éire Óg, and number 15 at top of the left is John Bennett of the celebrated Rockies. And now as the Pipers band march over to leave the field, to march across towards the tunnel in under the stand, leaving the Artane band on the far side, here is the Kilkenny lineup. In goal, number 1, Ollie Walsh of Thomastown. Right back, number 2, Pat Henderson of Johnstown. Number 3, the captain of the team, Jim Lynch of famed Mooncoin. And on his left, number 4, Jim Tracy of Bennett's Bridge. Number 5 is Seamus Clear, also of Bennett's Bridge, at right half-back. In the centre, at centre half-back, is Ted Carroll, number 6, Ted Carroll of Lisdowney. The half-line, the left half-back position taken up by number 7, Martin Coogan of Castlecomer. Centre field, number 8, Paddy Moran of Bennett's Bridge, and John Tehan of Freshford. Number 8, Paddy Moran, number 9 is John Tehan. And then we come to the half-forward line. On the right, number 10, Eddie Kerr. Eddie Kerr of the Roar and Inishtogue. And in on the centre at number 11 is one Nicholas Dunn of Mooncoin, but known by friend and foe as Klaus Dunn. And on the left is number 12, Sean Buckley of Freshford. The full forward line of Kilkenny, top of the right, is Joe Dunphy, number 13 of Mooncoin. In the centre at number 14 is Pa Gillen of Freshford, and top of the left is number 15, Tom Walsh of Thomastown. And as the Pipers leave the field, the signal is given for the grand parade. The boys of Artane and the men from Kilkenny in their black and amber striped jerseys, and the men from Cork in their vivid red jerseys. And as they march over now to a background of a packed Cusick stand, upper deck and lower deck, a packed and crowded Hill 16. We recall the fact that Cork and Kilkenny have played in 10 All-Ireland finals, that Kilkenny have won 6 of them and Cork have won 4. And 5 of those Kilkenny victories were by a single point. Anytime that Cork won, their 4 victories were by very easy margins. When Kilkenny won in 5 out of 6 occasions, it was just 1 point. What of today's game? Can Kilkenny, the Leinster champions, the team who won the National League this year, the team who helped end, for a while at least, the greatness of Tipperary in this 1966, can they win the All-Ireland title for the 16th time? Or can Cork, another team so steeped in tradition, can Cork, who have not been in an All-Ireland final for 10 years, can they prove that they're really and truly back? And how great it is to see the Red of Cork back in an All-Ireland hurling final once again. Can they win their 20th title? It will be interesting indeed to see who is favoured by the breeze in the first half, because there is a very, very strong breeze blowing from right to left. That is from the canal goal on our right towards the famed railway goal on our left. And the flag's blowing very, very strongly and waving very strongly too. I noticed too 1 or 2 very big red and white umbrellas twirling around, one straight over opposite me, and I understand that some of these have been borrowed from hostelries in Cork. They're an advertising medium of a certain beverage. They have been borrowed in the past from certain hostelries, or from outside certain hostelries in Cork, but the owners of these hostelries have told me on a number of occasions that they don't mind them being borrowed as long as they're left back the following day, which they usually are. And here now come the Artane band right over in front of the Hogan stand. March over, just passing out a moment ago towards the centre of the field, and just passing alongside the band now is the president of the Gaelic Athletic Association, Mr. Alf Murray, and with him Dr. Morris, Archbishop of Cashel and Emly. Dr. Morris, like Cardinal Conway, a patron of the association, and Kilkenny will be playing with a strong wind in this first half. Dr. Morris being introduced to the 2 captains, Jerry McCarthy and to Jim Walsh. And the backs gone back into their positions. Kilkenny to play from right to left and Cork to play from left to right in this first half. So Kilkenny will be favoured by this very strong breeze. The mighty roar in any moment now. The All-Ireland hurling final of 1966 will be on. The Artane band leading the field. And there is the throw-in, and it is Cork going into the attack in the early moments as Mick Waters sends the ball up along the left wing, going right out to the left corner there where John Bennett's trying to get it up. He succeeded for Cork and sends it across the centre. Racing out for it now is Shawnee Barry. Shawnee Barry 35 yards out in towards the goal. Colm Sheehan in front of the goal, trying to get in with it. And Ted Carroll back there for Kilkenny. And it's gone off somebody's stick, and it's a 70, I would say. A 70, yes, it went off a Kilkenny stick. A 70 is the free shot given to an attacking team when the ball is deflected over the end line by one of the defenders. And so in the early moments of the game, Cork attacking, even though they are playing against a strong breeze. Justin McCarthy to take the 70. And Justin's shot drops into the goal mouth, and Ali Walsh gets it in the goal and clears it away down the far side. Going in under it, trying to keep it in play out there and succeeding over there was Paddy Fitzgerald, but he's beaten. The ball goes now to Eddie Kerr, and he's coming right across the side of the field with the ball. A low ball in towards the centre, but there for Cork, but he can't get it up. Tony Connolly couldn't quite get it up. The ball breaks out onto the wing now to Sean Buckley. Sean Buckley being tackled and beaten now by Tony Connolly. Sean Buckley getting it now and taking a low one that's gone wide. The game just 1 over 1 minute old and no score. Eddie Barry to take the puck out. Referee blowing his whistle, calling the players out from outside the 21-yard line. Eddie Barry down on the goal, ready for the puck out. Good one against the breeze, dropping 70 yards out from the Kilkenny goal. Sean Buckley gets it up along the wing to Klaus Dunn. Klaus Dunn trying to get it in, but Jerry O'Sullivan is there for Cork. Jerry O'Sullivan along the ground. Out to the far side, Ted Carroll for Kilkenny, not able to get it away. It's going out on the far wing now towards Jerry McCarthy. Jerry McCarthy's puck blocked down. Goes now to John Tehan. John Tehan's puck blocked down. Ball out on the wing now on the far side towards Jerry McCarthy. It goes into the centre to John O'Halloran. He takes a shot, but Ali Walsh is he missed it. No, he's gone back for it. He went back for it, and Seamus Clear getting that ball. A brave man with all those sticks around him, getting the ball, but he's robbed Shawnee Barry out now to John O'Halloran. John O'Halloran, a short one into the centre, and it is Charlie McCarthy's shot. It's half locked down. Ball comes across this side of the field, and it's Charlie got in after he takes another shot, and Ali Walsh is saved again. But it's another short clearance. John Lynch's clearance is a short one. It's on the 21-yard line out of the far side of the field. John O'Halloran tussling for it out there. Shawnee Barry has gone over there for Cork, and he is tackled, and there's a free for Cork on the 21-yard line, right over on the far sideline. 3 minutes gone, no score. And Shawnee Barry is over there to take it, just about 2 yards in from the far sideline. An awkward angle with a twisting breeze, and his shot was blocked down by Seamus Clear for Kilkenny, and Seamus with a high ball, dropping 70 yards out from his own goal. Pat Fitzgerald is there, but so is Eddie Kerr. Eddie Kerr up the centre. Jerry O'Sullivan pulls on it. Seamus Clear gets it back down again, and it goes off the good clearance by Pat Fitzgerald well up the field, where tussling for it back there is Martin Coogan of Kilkenny. Gets it up to Sean Buckley of Kilkenny, and Sean trying to get the ball up on his stick, and then with that succeeding of getting it up, drops the ball into the goal, and Paddy Barry comes out. If Ali Walsh can do it one end, Paddy Barry can do it the other, and the kicking clearance shows plenty of variety. To Pat Fitzgerald. Pat Fitzgerald up now to Mick Waters. Mick Waters up along the far wing. The ball to Tony Connolly, but cleared well down the field by Ted Carroll of Kilkenny, and it is a line ball for Cork. No score. 4 minutes gone. Kilkenny playing with a strong breeze, but Cork doing most of the pressing. Paddy Fitzgerald to take the line ball, about 40 yards out from his own goal. A very short one. It goes to the waiting Eddie Kerr. Eddie with the ball now, tipping it back to John Tehan, and Tehan's shot high, right in, and it is over the bar. A point for Kilkenny. 4.5 minutes gone. John Tehan the scorer. Kilkenny 1 point. no score for Cork. Paddy Barry's puck out to the centre of the field, drops in his own 70-yard line. Paddy Fitzgerald is there, so is Eddie Kerr for Kilkenny. The Kilkenny man has got it, and he sends it a long one well up the field. The ball blocked down by Dennis Murphy. Dennis Murphy with the ball now, and he sends it. He's trying to send it to Pat Fitzgerald. Pat trying to get room to swing his stick, swings it enough to get it up a bit the field, and it goes now as a jet zooms overhead. The referee blowing his whistle and awards a free to Kilkenny for a bit of pushing over there, just short of 70 yards out of the Cork goal, near the far sideline, and Seamus Clear is the taker. And Seamus Clear's shot goes wide. 5 minutes gone. Kilkenny 1 point, Cork no score. The game hasn't opened up yet. They're just feeling the way. Some of the players, no doubt, having a little bit of Croke Park nerves in the early stages. Paddy Barry pucks the ball out. A long one against the breeze. It's 50 yards out now from the Kilkenny goal. Martin Coogan's clearance is blocked down, and it's gone very near the sideline. In fact, just to make sure, the linesman has decided that it is a Kilkenny ball, and a lot of the crowd don't agree with it. It is a Kilkenny ball, and it is cut in by Martin Coogan. Martin Coogan in now to, but Eddie Kerr gets it. Eddie Kerr, number 10, therefore Kilkenny is dropping ball out to the wing. Dennis Murphy bringing it down up the centre. Eddie Kerr is there again on the 50-yard line, tapping it out to the waiting John Tehan. Tehan buckled up there. He's hard tackling Corkmen, and it is Pat Fitzgerald trying to get the ball away. He just can't. And in comes Sean Buckley. Sean Buckley going through with it now along the ground. The ball blocked down by Peter Doolan, coming across the front of the goal. And Tony Connolly comes in. Tommy Walsh is there for Kilkenny. And back there for Cork, making his clearance, is Peter Doolan. And Peter Doolan clearing the ball right up this side of the field, very near the sideline. And it's sent right out over the sideline. And there is no doubt whatever that this one is a Cork ball. Paddy Moran standing up, being quite willing to take it if it came his way, but it's not. It's Justin McCarthy taking it. A shortish one into the centre to John O'Halloran. John O'Halloran to Shawnee Barry. Back there is Ted Carroll for Kilkenny. Ted Carroll trying to burst his way through. The shot blocked down by Justin McCarthy, but eventually Kilkenny in the attack again, but Tony Connolly breaking it up to John O'Halloran. John O'Halloran across now to Colin Sheehan. Out there on the far side, gone out after is Martin Coogan. And Martin Coogan sends the ball well up the field where Jerry O'Sullivan for Cork sends a short clearance that doesn't go where he intends it. It goes instead to John Tehan of Kilkenny. And John sends it down the field where Tommy Walsh just got it on the 21-yard line. And Peter Doolan holds him. No, the ball's gone over the bar all right. But you can't hold on to a man like that. You can shoulder him all right, but you can't hold on to him. And there is a free in for Kilkenny, dead straight in front of the goal on the 21-yard line. Eddie Kerr to take it. Almost 8 minutes gone. Referee sending Pat Fitzgerald back from standing too near the ball. Here comes the puck now, and it is over the bar. Another point for Kilkenny. Eddie Kerr the scorer. 8 minutes gone. Kilkenny 2 points. Cork no score. Remember, Kilkenny playing with a very strong breeze in this first half. Paddy Barry back in the goal now. Longish puck out, caught by Klaus Dunn for Kilkenny, holding the ball, and then a lovely shot that's now just got to the right and wide. Klaus Dunn, the scorer there. Dennis Murphy coming out now to take up his place, and alongside him is Joe Dunphy of Kilkenny. Paddy Barry with the puck out into the centre of the field, and the referee has blown his whistle and awards a free to Cork for a bit of pushing there in advance of the ball coming down. You can't push anyway, but it's a free just over 70 yards out from the Cork goal for Cork. Jerry O'Sullivan the taker. Dropping on the 21-yard line, out on the wing on the far side. John Bennett with it now, being tackled by Pat Henderson, and John Bennett pulls on it, but in doing so sends it out over the end line, and it's wide. Pat Henderson gone back to get it. Kilkenny 2 points, Cork no score. And Ollie Walsh to take the puck out. Ollie, who's quite liable to land this one within 40 yards of the Cork goal. He seemed to have discarded a boot as he took it out, and here it comes dropping down about 40 yards out to the Cork goal. Getting it is Tony Connolly. Tony Connolly Up along the right wing now to Shawnee Barry. Shawnee Barry can't quite get to it. Charlie McCarthy gone back for it now. Jim Tracy is there for Kilkenny. And Charlie McCarthy tipping it in, but there's nobody following up except the Kilkenny man. And the Kilkenny man is Martin Coogan. Down to Klaus Dunn. Klaus Dunn 60 yards out. A dropping ball, a dangerous one right in the goal mouth. And Paddy Barry's got the ball in the goal and clears it out to the far side where Jerry O'Sullivan is waiting for it. Klaus Dunn is out there too. So is John Tehan. Tehan is robbed out there, but the ball has gone over the sideline. The linesman hasn't given his signal yet. A player from each side quite willing to take it if the linesman should decide that it was his. And the linesman decides it's the Kilkenny ball. Seamus Clear takes it a low one along the ground. Pulled on first time by Jerry O'Sullivan to John O'Halloran. John O'Halloran to Shawnee Barry. 60 yards out. Shawnee trying to cut his way through now. Being chased by Martin Coogan. And Shawnee takes a high one into the goal mouth. Out comes Ollie White. He's tackled. It doesn't worry him. And with all the protection that those Kilkenny backs have given, he puts defence into attack with a long relieving clearance. Peter Doolan for Cork with the ball now. 40 yards out from his own goal. Being chased by Eddie Kerr. Up now to Justin McCarthy. Justin McCarthy out to the wing. Out there Ted Carroll for Kilkenny. John O'Halloran slipping to the ground. And Ted Carroll getting in his clearance. As the ball goes up the field, Justin McCarthy beaten to it this time in the centre by Seamus Clear. Up now to Klaus Dunn. Klaus Dunn 40 yards out from the Cork goal. Out near the sideline. Cutting his way through now. On the 21-yard line out to the far side across to Sean Buckley. Sean Buckley just can't hold on to that ball. And Peter Doolan is out to see that he doesn't. Tony Connolly is there too, but Sean Buckley does eventually get it in, and Peter Doolan gets it out again. Out to this side of the field with Kilkenny playing from right to left. Shawnee Barry tackled. The ball comes up into the hand of Martin Coogan, and very quickly it's heading towards the Cork goal mouth, and it's gone out over the end line, and the umpire signals that it's wide. Tommy Walsh, this fair-haired bombshell number 15 for Kilkenny, eager after the ball, and of course Shawnee Barry of Cork equally anxious, waiting now for the dropping ball from the puck out. But remember, this puck out is against a very strong breeze. Paddy Barry's puck out goes short, it's 50 yards to Tony Connolly. Tony Connolly to the far side, but John O'Halloran pulls on it. But John Tehan is there, so also is Ted Carroll for Kilkenny, to Eddie Kerr of Kilkenny. But Pat Fitzgerald is there. Kilkenny following up very well. When one Kilkenny man is beaten, there always seems to be another one there to get the ball from him. But on this occasion, it's Mick Waters getting the ball to Seamus Barry, or to Shawnee Barry. Shawnee Barry out along the far wing now to Jerry McCarthy. Jerry McCarthy high and wide. That was a nice passing movement by Cork, but it wound up with a wide, and the score remains Kilkenny 2 points, Cork no score. Out in the centre of the field, Paddy Moran, who hasn't been in the game very much up to now, waiting for the ball from the puck out, but I'm sure it'll go way over his head as Ollie Walsh takes the puck out. Yes, it's dropping now 30 yards out, well 40 yards out from the Cork goal. Jerry O'Sullivan rather unceremoniously pushes Klaus Dunn there, and there is a free for Kilkenny, and it is just 40 yards out from the Cork goal. Eddie Kerr coming across to take it. It's about 20 yards in from the near sideline. Eddie Kerr to take it. 13 minutes gone in this first half as Eddie sends this one and sends it over the bar. Another point for Kilkenny. Eddie Kerr, the scorer, making the score now. Kilkenny 3 points, Cork no score. Paddy Barry's puck out again, a long one against the breeze. Brought down over on the far side by Jerry McCarthy. He's been pushed in the back there with one hand by Seamus Clear, and referee Jimmy Hatton right up with the play. Ball being placed for this free. In fact, Paddy Fitzgerald thought it was a line ball and cut it along the ground. It was in fact a free. To my mind it was anyway. And when Paddy cut it, and it just went off his stick over the line for a line ball for Kilkenny. It's about taken by Seamus Clear way down the field now, gone right down to Joe Dunphy. Joe Dunphy, puck blocked down, and the referee or the linesman signalling that it is a lines ball for Cork. 30 yards out from their own goal. Far side of the field, a long one, well up the field. Ted Carroll for Kilkenny, running across to it. Kilkenny playing to the wings now, and Sean Buckley gets it up past Tony Connolly, not very far, trying to get it up to Tom Walsh. Tom has got it now, 50 yards out. Tony Connolly is there, Peter Doolan is there, and so also is Jerry O'Sullivan, whose first time clearance goes out over the line for a line ball for Kilkenny. It's just 60 yards out from the Cork goal, and Paddy Moran will take it. And just hear this one crash in. And it's cut right in now towards the goal. Tom Walsh on the ground, has picked it off the ground, I would think. Yes, he has. And the referee has awarded a free out. People on the far side couldn't see it too well, but Tommy picked that one off the ground, and there's a free out for Cork about 10 yards out from their own goal. And it is taken by Peter Doolan, well upfield. Paddy Moran in there for Kilkenny. Martin Coogan with it now, and the referee blows his whistle, and there was a free to Cork, about 70 yards out from the Kilkenny goal. The Wasp just come into the box. I don't know whether that's a black and amber sign for Kilkenny or not, but this is a free for the red jerseyed Cork men. And it's dropping too high. They can't get to it. The referee is penalising Pat Henderson for pulling on the arm over there, just getting a hold of the arm out there of John Bennett, and there's a 21-yard line free for Cork, dead straight in front of the goal. Shawnee Barry to take it, and could this be the first score of the game for Cork? The score at the moment, 3 points to 1 in favour of Kilkenny. Shawnee Barry to take it. And he has sent it over the bar, the first score for Cork. Shawnee Barry the scorer, Kilkenny 3 points, Cork 1 point, and the time 16 minutes of the first half. Shawnee Barry, number 10, the scorer. Ollie Walsh to take the puck out, and out comes Ollie with another one of these long specials of his, dropping 40 yards out from the Cork goal into the hands of Eddie Kerr, first timing it and just going to the right of the post and wide. Kilkenny 3 points, Cork 1. Paddy Barry to take the puck out. Long one into the centre of the field against the breeze. Paddy doing very well. Two Cork men colliding in there. The ball breaking out loose. Justin McCarthy getting it up towards Colin Sheehan. It comes back out now to John O'Halloran. John O'Halloran into the centre. Jim Lynch is there for Kilkenny. And so also Johnny Barry for Cork. The ball out to this side of the field. John O'Halloran bringing it up the field. Getting it into his hand now. And he's puck blocked down by Martin Coogan. John is after him, but the referee blows his whistle and awards a free against Kilkenny. Must have been some holding in there that the referee saw. A free to Cork on the 21-yard line and about 5 yards in from the near sideline. Number 10, the right half back. Shawnee Barry to take it, an awkward angle, dropping it across the end line and wide. And the score remains Kilkenny 3 points, Cork 1. Almost 18 minutes gone in the first half. Toss done, waiting for the ball to come out. Here they come now. Lee Walsh with his puck. And this one is going to drop on the 21-yard line. It does, and Klaus Dunny, but Pat Dillon gets it. Tapped it back now on the wing to Eddie Kerr. Eddie Kerr for Kilkenny from out on the far side, high and over the bar. Another point for Kilkenny scored by Eddie Kerr. Eddie, the scorer-in-chief in this All-Ireland, is indeed in many another, having scored 3 of Kilkenny's 4 points. Kilkenny 4 points, Cork 1. 18 minutes gone. Paddy Barry pucking the ball out to the far side of the field. Remember, Kilkenny playing with a very, very strong breeze in the first half. John Tehan's puck, half blocked down, goes loose to Justin McCarthy, to Charlie McCarthy. Charlie McCarthy now 50 yards out with a dropping one. That is dropping into Ollie Walsh, and Ollie blocks it down to the waiting Seamus Clear, who adds to it, and Seamus drops it now 60 yards out from the Cork goal. Pat Fitzgerald, lovely piece of fielding there. Hand passing the ball across into the centre. Coming in to help us, Mick Waters to Justin McCarthy. Justin McCarthy on the halfway line to Shawnee Barry. And Charlie McCarthy nipped in. Charlie up to Colin Sheehan. Colin Sheehan being bottled up by Jim Lynch. And the ball going back now to the waiting Jim Tracy. Jim Tracy tipping it out now to the Paddy Moran. Paddy Moran near the sideline with the ball in play to Sean Buckley. Sean Buckley to Eddie Kerr. Up to the far wing. Racing out to it now Joe Dunphy of Kilkenny and Dennis Murphy of Cork. The Cork man is penalised for pushing, and there's a free for Kilkenny. Free against Cork for pushing there. Some of the crowd on the far side don't like it, but it looked a very obvious push to me. Eddie Kerr to take it, just short of the 50-yard line, steadying himself up almost like a golfer as he drops it high and over the bar. Another point for Eddie Kerr, another point for Kilkenny. Well, he scored 14, I think it was, in an All-Ireland a couple of years ago. He'd scored 4 of Kilkenny's 5 up to now. Kilkenny 5 points, Cork 1 after almost 20 minutes of play. Remember all the time, a very, very, very strong breeze behind Kilkenny. From the puck out, the ball comes to Sean Buckley. Sean Buckley way up the field now, trying to solo it up the side to get rid of the ball. A low one into Tom Walsh, pulling on it first time, and it goes to the left and wide. Kilkenny still 5 points, Cork 1. Paddy Barry getting ready to puck it out. Shawnee Barry, same name, not of the same family. There are also 3 McCarthys on the Cork team. They're not related. Referee penalises John Tehan for pushing in the back, and there is a free for Cork 70 yards out from their own goal. Jerry O'Sullivan to take it. Jerry, who had a broken ankle, kept him out of the Munster final, and Jerry, who's a very good footballer as well as a hurler, taking this puck, and he sends it high, the wind catching it a bit as it drops in, and the referee again penalising the Kilkenny backs. Referee again penalising the Kilkenny backs for holding, and there is a 21-yard free for Cork, dead straight in front of the goal. Shawnee Barry to take it again, and I wonder will he be satisfied with the point with that line of defence in front of him at this stage of the game. I'm sure he will. Let's wait and see. He is not. It's blocked down. It's a goal! Sheehan, number 14, and it's now Cork trailing by 1 point. Kilkenny 5 points, Cork 1-1 after 22 minutes of play, and from the puck out it's Kilkenny in the attack again. Peter Doolan blocking the ball down, but Tom Walsh is there. Tom Walsh gets it out to the far side. Tom O'Donoghue and Pat Dillon tussling for it. Dillon for Kilkenny to Tom Walsh. Tom Walsh's shot is gone off the stick of Paddy Barry. A very nice save by Paddy Barry, and it is a 70. But what an opportunist goal that was a few moments ago by Colin Sheehan. A not too well hit free by Shawnee Barry, blocked down by one of the backs, and before the backs could follow up to clear it, Colin Sheehan had crashed it into the net, and now Kilkenny, playing with the wind, lead by 1 point, 5 points to 1-1. And here's Seamus Clear with the 70 that has gone to the left of the upright and wide. And the cheer goes up from the relieved Cork followers on the far side of the field, who, well, it was such a close thing, they had to wait for the decision of the umpire to see some switches to see whether it was wide or not. There's some switches on the Kilkenny team. We'll follow those in a moment. As the ball comes out to the centre of the field, Tony Connolly of Cork pulls on it, and it goes out over the line for a line ball for Kilkenny, just on the halfway line, just in under the Hogan stand. And it's cut by Martin Coogan to Paddy Moran. Up the field, but Tony Connolly gets his stick to it. Justin McCarthy is in there too. 2 Kilkenny men together, but then Paddy Moran makes up their mind for them by sending the ball high in towards the come-out. And Paddy Barry comes out, he's under pressure, but he's got the ball, and he's put up a wonderful clearance out to the far side of the field. This is up to now has been a game of 2 spectacular goalkeepers. And Eddie Kerr. Eddie Kerr beaten this time by Pat Fitzgerald. Pat Fitzgerald's clearance to John O'Halloran. John O'Halloran putting Cork into the attack again on the 50-yard line. In under it for Kilkenny is Martin Coogan. Martin is hooked, and the ball comes out to this side of the field. Paddy Moran coming out for Kilkenny. His clearance isn't a very long one. It goes to Jim Lynch, the full-back, who's moved up the field for the moment. Jim Lynch's clearance isn't a very long one. Tony Connolly now, lobbed by Sean Buckley, who in turn lets the ball go to Paddy Moran. Paddy Moran with 3 Cork men around him. One of them has well and truly pushed him right in the back, just at the back there. He's like an advertisement of before a certain liniment as he gets up, but he seems to be all right. In fact, he's going to take the free himself, and in doing so throws the ball up a yard or two, but nobody except the Cork followers seems to mind. It's a long one, dropped into the goal mouth, right in front of the goal. The back's keeping the forwards out as Paddy Barry clears it out over the line on the far side of the field. Yes, it's spectacle around the goals. These 2 goalkeepers, they're really something. Line ball, 14-yard line, John Tehan to take it, and Eddie Kerr's got the ball. 21 yards out. His puck is half knocked down. The ball comes across the goal with Pat Dillon. Tom Walsh pulling with no. Just a second. The referee, just watching now, the referee blew a whistle. Yes, it is a free. The ball went into the net, but the referee had blown his whistle just a split second before the ball was hit. We called it that way. Eddie Kerr is taking the free on the 21-yard line. And he sends it over the bar for another point for Kilkenny, making it now Kilkenny 6 points, Cork 1-1. Quite an escape there, if you like, for Cork, because that ball went into the net and it was struck virtually a fraction of a second after the whistle had gone. Whether that made a difference or not to Paddy Barry stopping it, well, we'll never know. Almost 26 minutes gone, the score, Kilkenny 6 points, Cork 1-1. Charlie McCarthy with the ball now, 50 yards out. And Charlie bottled up there. Seamus Clear with the ball now. Seamus going up the field, out now to Sean Buckley. Sean Buckley being half tackled by Jerry O'Sullivan. Jerry O'Sullivan's, Sean's puck blocked down by Tony Connolly. And out it comes to this side of the field. Martin Coogan in under the ball now, on the 70-yard line, on the half line now, back to Ted Carroll. Ted isn't quite expecting it. And the ball goes now to Justin McCarthy of Cork. And Justin with a short grip in his stick so that he won't be hooped from behind. Sends the ball well up the field. Jim Lynch and Colin Sheehan tussling for it. Coming across is John Bennett. And drawing on it first time is Charlie McCarthy. And it's a point. Charlie McCarthy of Cork sending that one over to make the score now. Kilkenny 6 points, Cork 1-2. 6 points to 5 with 26 and a half minutes gone in the first half. And remember, Kilkenny playing with this very strong breeze in the first half. Ollie Walsh's puck dropping just outside the 21-yard line. Cross Dunn is in under it. And Pat Dillon has it now for Kilkenny. He takes a shot. It's blocked down by Jerry O'Sullivan, gone back for it. Back there too is Joe Dunphy across into the centre now. And it comes out to Sean Buckley. A shot and it's over the bar for a point by Sean Buckley. Sean Buckley, the scorer, number 12. 27 minutes gone, and the score, Kilkenny 7 points, Cork 1 goal and 2, 7 points to 5. And from the puck out by Paddy Barry, it's Ted Carroll for Kilkenny down the field. But Patrick still gets the ball for Cork, and it's Cork attacking again. A high one that's gone in behind the back. Charlie McCarthy trying to get back there, but back is Jim Lynch. Jim Lynch is there for Kilkenny. Gets it out to Martin Coogan, and his clearance goes very near the line. It's gone over the line. The line run signal that it's gone over the line, and there is a line ball for Cork about 35 yards out from the Kilkenny goal, just to our right here, under the Hogan stand, and I think there's a replacement coming on in the Kilkenny team. The line puck to be taken by Justin McCarthy, and Justin cuts it across into the goal mouth, and the backs and forwards shoulder there. The ball goes between them and goes out over the end line and wide. About 2 minutes left. And in the first half, Pat Dillon has gone off the Kilkenny team. And I think it's Tommy Murphy who's come on in his place. From the puck out, Ollie Walsh sends it well down the field. Justin McCarthy's in there. Justin's got it for Cork, up on the right wing now to Shawnee Barry. Shawnee Barry being chased by Martin Coogan. Shawnee gets his puck in this time. Up to Charlie McCarthy and Jim Tracy in under it too. The clash of the ashes, the ball breaks down there. And Jim Tracy, a short, well-placed clearance to Martin Coogan. Across to Jim Tracy and to Jim Tehan. He back now to Paddy Moran. And Paddy Moran up the field with the ball across towards Eddie Kerr. And Eddie's got it. 50 yards out, and without stopping to look, he sends it. It might have been as well if he did look, because this one he sent wide. The score, with less than a minute left in the first half, Kilkenny playing with the wind, 7 points. Cork playing against the wind, 1 goal and 2. 7 points to 5, a goal equaling 3 points. Paddy Barry with the puck out. And it is Tommy Murphy who's in full forward for Kilkenny. And from the dropping ball, it's John O'Halloran for Cork, being tackled by Ted Carroll. Ted keeping it in play to Eddie Kerr. Jerry O'Sullivan has gone out left half back, and Pat Fitzgerald centre half back for Cork as the ball comes into Tommy Walsh. Peter Doolan's come out there. Eddie Taylor's gone racing through with the ball. He takes a shot low and hard, and just across the goal, and a diving all-out Brian Phelps-like dive of Tommy Murphy tried to get to the ball. He failed, and the ball went wide. Very near the half-time whistle now, as Jerry O'Sullivan, now playing at left half-back, sends the ball up into the centre of the field. It comes back out now towards Sean Buckley. Sean Buckley is fouled by Tony Connolly. A slight case of elbow, and there is a free 70 yards out from the Cork goal for Kilkenny, and it's been taken by Paddy Moran. Paddy Moran in towards the goal. Paddy Barry in the goal has got it and sends it out this side of the field, but Justin McCarthy has it, and there goes the half-time whistle. And the Cork supporters are very, very jubilant at the moment. They trail by 2 points, but they're looking at that breeze and they're wondering. They're wondering, can Cork make better use of that breeze than Kilkenny did in the first half?
Le homstricht agus an Queenlib nach raibh trucanóm de gacha and le ag an move.
That's 7 points to 5. Cork to play with the wind in this second half. Just having a look around to see if there are any switches. I don't think so. And from the throw-in is Justin McCarthy of Cork, putting Cork into the attack up along the left wing, where it goes out towards John Bennett, but back there is Jim Lynch for Kilkenny. Jim Lynch gets the ball about towards Seamus Clear, but he's been tackled. Pat Henderson is in there. Jerry McCarthy is in there. John O'Halloran is in there. The ball is in there too. And eventually the ball comes to Paddy Moran. It's not eventually yet. It's still down in one area of about 5 yards, going hither and thither, and now it's Pat Fitzgerald and Eddie Kerr going for it. Pat Fitzgerald getting it and sending it out to the far side of the field, racing out for it. Martin Coogan and Shawnee Barry. Shawnee getting a very quick sidestep, getting inside there and getting the ball up into his hand, and a high dropping ball of this well-watched Cork man down to 14 yards out from the Kilkenny goal. Gone in towards the goal again by Charlie McCarthy, but back there is Seamus Clear. Seamus Clear with the ball now, soloing up the field. He's made about 20 yards, and then a good relieving clearance. And it's this clearance attitude by Klaus Dunn up along the wing, where Tommy Murphy playing top of the left now, pulls on it, and so also does Peter Doolan, and the ball gone out over the line for a line ball for Kilkenny. Tom Walsh full forward, Tommy Murphy top of the left. That's a switch in the Kilkenny team. Klaus Dunn, left half. Now the sideline puck is taken, the ball goes up to Tommy Murphy, pulls on it, but it's Peter Doolan of Cork who eventually kicks it downfield, out over the sideline line ball for Kilkenny. Just short of the 50-yard line. And it's to be taken by Paddy Moran over the far side of the field in front of the Cusick stand. A curling one across towards Eddie Kerr, back to Klaus Dunn on the 50. Klaus Dunn, a high one, it's gone, the wind has got a hold of it. Dennis Murphy brings it down, and it is a half shot there by Joe Dunphy, cleared out by Peter Doolan. Waiting for it out there is Tony Connolly, and Tony Connolly for Cork to John O'Halloran and Ted Carroll. The clash of the ash with the ball breaks between them. Justin McCarthy trying to hand pass it up. He succeeds, but it goes to Seamus Clear of Kilkenny. Seamus Clear now 70 yards out from the Cork goal. Up along the wing, but Tony Connolly is there for Cork, 50 yards from his own goal. With a long, high relieving clearance down to Charlie McCarthy and Jim Tracy. Jim Tracy is penalised for pushing Charlie in the back. And there is a free for Cork on the 21-yard line and about 10 yards in from the far sideline. And going out to take this one is John Bennett. John Bennett going out to take it. It's just outside the 21, and it's in fact about 15 yards into the far sideline to the background of Hill 16. And it's a dropping one that's hit the outside of the netting and has gone wide. That could be an expensive one before the day is over. The score, Kilkenny 7 points, Kilkenny leading by 2 points, Kilkenny 7 points, Cork 1 goal and 2. 3 minutes gone in this second half. Cork into the attack again. The attack broken up by Seamus Clear. Justin McCarthy running onto it. And there too is Jerry McCarthy. Jerry McCarthy up to Charlie McCarthy. And Charlie McCarthy racing up along the wing now. Jim Tracy after him. But Charlie putting on the wrong way and sending the ball across into the goal mouth. And it's Ali Walsh in the goal with the not so well placed clearance that comes out to Jerry McCarthy. 40 yards out, and the Cork man sends it high and sends it over the bar. A point there scored by Jerry McCarthy to make the score now. Kilkenny 7 points, Cork 1 goal and 3. 7 points to 6. 3.5 minutes gone in the second half. Ollie Walsh. Let's see how far this one goes against the wind. They were very long in the first half by Ollie, and they're long in the second as well, but not quite as long. They dropped 70 yards out from the goal. It's up now from Justin McCarthy to Charlie McCarthy. And Charlie slipping doesn't worry him. Not even trying to get round Jim Tracy doesn't worry him, but it does now because Seamus Clear has come in to help, and Seamus Clear's got the ball up to John Tehan. Tehan and Mick Waters going for it together. To Sean Buckley. Sean Buckley beaten by Jerry O'Sullivan. Jerry's puck along the ground to Jerry McCarthy. Jerry McCarthy out to the far wing where two Kilkenny men are going out there, and one of them keeping an eye on the incoming Cork men, and the other one keeping an eye on the ball. The one with the ball was Martin Coogan, way up the field, but Tony Connolly gets it for Cork. Down now to Shawnee Barry. Barry with the ball in his hand, getting inside Martin Coogan this time, but his puck blocked down. But added to now by John O'Halloran to John Bennett, across now to Colin Sheehan. Colin Sheehan trying to get inside his man. On the ground, the referee has called for the ball, and Colin Sheehan racing in now. But the referee, yes, it is a 21-yard free. The Kilkenny backs pleading innocence there. Shawnee Barry to take it. Can this be the equaliser? 5 minutes gone in the second half, and there it is, the equaliser. Shawnee Barry the scorer and the score. Cork 1 goal and 4 points, that's 7 points. Kilkenny 7 points, 5 minutes gone in the second half, and Cork playing with the strong breeze in this second half. Ollie Walsh with the puck out. Out by the breeze, dropping on his own 70-yard line, but it drops to Paddy Moran of Kilkenny. Moran opening up the play now. Up to Tom Walsh, racing down for it. Out to the wing, but out there's Peter Doolan for Cork. Tommy Murphy is after him. Doolan still got the ball, but Peter's clearance is long and high downfield. Shawnee Barry in under with Martin Coogan, and Charlie McCarthy comes dipping in for Cork. And the ever-present Charlie up now to John Bennett. John Bennett's way blocked, and the ball breaks out to the far side of the field where Shawnee Barry misses it the first time, is well and truly hooshed off it the second time, and then Martin Coogan puts in a relieving clearance that goes to the waiting Tony Connolly, standing all alone 70 yards out from his own goal, putting Cork attacking, and it's Charlie McCarthy with the ball again. Back to Shawnee Barry. The pass intercepted over there by Martin Coogan for Kilkenny, and Kilkenny in the attack now. The sides are level. Kilkenny attacking, hard pulling out there. The referee gone up and has awarded a free to Kilkenny from about 40 yards out from the Cork goal. Almost out on the sideline, less than 10 yards in from the sideline. Eddie Kerr steadying himself as he comes now to take this puck, and he dropped it right into the goal. And it's held in there by Jerry O'Sullivan. And Jerry's clearance, a grand piece of fielding there, and a grand clearance that goes out over the sideline without anybody touching it, 70 yards out from the Cork goal. Martin Coogan to take this line ball. Way up the field, blocked down. Jerry O'Sullivan for Cork. 21 yards from his own goal, out near the sideline, coming up the field. Up now to Justin McCarthy. Justin McCarthy taking full advantage of the wind, sending that ball high, and Jim Lynch taking full advantage of his zest and power, sending Kilkenny attacking now. Up to Sean Buckley. Sean Buckley sends it up and on the ground to Tommy Murphy. Tommy Walsh has gone out for it. Walsh has it down the 21-yard line. Dropping it into the goal mouth. The wind catches it, and so does Pat Fitzgerald. Pat Fitzgerald passing it out, and passing it up. It goes to Tommy Walsh. Tommy Walsh hooks. Sean Buckley is out there too. Tom Walsh is still out there with the ball. Two Cork men around him. He's fouled under the free for Kilkenny. Can this be the lead for Kilkenny again? The score, Cork 1-4, Kilkenny 7 points, 8 minutes gone. And Eddie Kerr to take this one about 35 yards out from the goal and almost in front of it. And once again, Eddie getting his balance right as he sends this one alone, but the referee has blown his whistle and has called back the play and is awarding another free, penalising Pat Fitzgerald for standing too near the ball. And this one by Eddie Kerr has gone over for the lead for Kilkenny again. A point by Eddie Kerr. After 8 minutes of play in the second half, Kilkenny 8 points, Cork 1 goal and 4. That's 8 points to 7. Paddy Barry's puck out. Another long one with the wind here, grabbed by Martin Coogan, and Martin Coogan putting Kilkenny attacking again. The ball goes to Klaus Dunn. Klaus Dunn racing up the field with it now. He's on the 21, he's on the 14, he takes a shot, and it's blocked down by Peter Doolan, and cleared out by Peter Doolan. Out it comes to this side of the field. Pat Fitzgerald with it now, and Pat clears up into the centre of the field. The dropping ball coming out for it now. Martin Coogan with Chet Cardless there before him. His clearance is the short one, and it goes to Jerry McCarthy. Jerry McCarthy from 60 yards out drops one to the right of the upright and wide. Kilkenny 8 points, Cork 1 goal and 4. This 1 point between these counties seems to be almost legendary. Way back in history and right through the years, there's been 1 point between them. There is at this stage, but there's still a lot of game in this game yet. And from the puck out, it's Kilkenny into the attack again as it goes to Klaus Dunn. Klaus back now to Paddy Moran. Paddy Moran pucked up down by Justin McCarthy. Justin McCarthy robbed by Paddy Moran. Paddy Moran robbed in turn now on the far side by Mick Waters, who in turn loses the ball to Klaus Dunn, who seems to be everywhere at the moment. And Klaus Dunn across now to Eddie Kerr. Eddie Kerr up on the left wing now to Tommy Murphy. Tommy Murphy on the 21-yard line, but Peter Doolan robs him. And the Cork man going down the field with the ball now, being chased by Tommy Murphy. He's forgotten the ball, but he's gone back for it. And it's all right. It's a long relieving clearance that goes to Shawnee Barry, holding it under pressure. 60 yards out from the Kilkenny goal, dropping it on the 21-yard line. Jim Tracy is in there. So also is John O'Halloran. And it's so also Pat Henderson and Seamus Clear. Seamus Clear for Kilkenny, dropping the ball into the centre of the field. Mick Waters and John Tehan under it together. And it breaks to Pat Fitzgerald. He's been chased by 2 Kilkenny men. He flips it back to Mick Waters, and Mick sends it long clearance well up the field, putting Cork into the attack. The ball in front of the goal. The ball right in front of the goal now, and another shot by John Bennett, and it's a goal. A goal for Cork. A goal for Cork. Colm Sheehan and Charlie McCarthy in there with the ball, and the ball finished to the net to make the score 2-4 to 8 points. Colm Sheehan the scorer, 2-4 for Cork, 8 points for Kilkenny after 11 minutes of play. And back come Kilkenny. Klaus Dunn with the ball now, the high one into the goal mouth, brought down and eventually cleared out. Short clearance by Pat Fitzgerald, comes to John Tehan. That ball just won't come up any stick to him. It comes out to this side of the field now, where Jerry McCarthy gets it with Seamus Clear after him. Seamus Clear still tussling with them. The 50 yards out from the Cork goal. Paddy Moran with the ball, trying to get it up on his stick. Making sure he doesn't is Justin McCarthy. And also John O'Halloran. John O'Halloran to Shawnee Barry. Shawnee Barry up and on the left wing now, racing up with him. And then a long high ball that's gone straight over the bar for a point for Cork.